Hey everyone, what is going on? And welcome back to another meta guide. Ladies and gentlemen, the season is coming to an end. That is correct. We are going to be having the end of the season, and the new season will be beginning December 1st. I'm excited to find out what they have in store for us. And yeah, we're going to be talking about the Element Cup remix today. So for the Element Cup remix, we are going to be having the top 3 Pokemon that are most commonly used in the Element Cup banned. So it's going to be Chinchou, Cottonee, and Ducklet. And then they're also going to ban Salandit because Salandit kind of iffy. I mean, it's very, very difficult to get. You do have to trade with a super low-level account in order to get it. And even then, I mean, that account has to hatch it. And it's like the rarest thing to hatch in 12-kilometer eggs. So that's why they decided to ban Salandit. Definitely unfair in this meta. And the rest of the 3 Pokemon. Listen, I'm excited to see a little cup without Cottonee and Ducklet. I'm telling you. So those 4 Pokemon are going to be banned. Let's go ahead and dive right into it and see what we got going for us. So for the S rank, the first Pokemon, probably the number ranked one, is going to be Dewpider. Now, it is a bug and water type, so it's taking neutral damage from grass. It's not weak to grass, plus super effective damage with the bug bite. So, going to be doing a lot of damage there. Really, really strong Pokemon in this meta. So, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Dewpider for sure. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Dewpider is definitely the best Pokemon for the Element Cup remix. Then we have a couple grass types. We have Bulbasaur, Shadow Bulbasaur, and Chikorita. Bulbasaur is a great one. The Sludge Bomb doing a lot to the grass types, right? So, no doubt about it. It's also a poison type, so it will be resisting. Well, I mean, it double resists grass attacks. I guess the other grass types, if they're not poison types, are going to single resist like Chikorita. But still, a great Pokemon. And as I mentioned, Chikorita, great Pokemon as well. It gets to the moves pretty fast, as we know, right? So, yeah, great grass type Pokemon. We have another grass type, a Razor Leaf user, Shadow Oddish or the regular Oddish, just doing massive amounts of damage with Razor Leaf. If it's getting up against a water type, it's going to be really strong. There's a lot of good grass types in this meta. There really is. Then we have Vulpix, the best fire type, in my opinion, in the Element Cup remix. Quick Attack was buffed, and it does have Quick Attack. Keep that in mind. It also has a Fire Ember attack, so whichever one you prefer. But because Quick Attack was buffed, I think we're going to see mostly Quick Attacks. Vulpix definitely going to be on so many teams. And then we have Fomantis with the Fury Cutter, so Fomantis getting to the moves pretty fast. So that's going to be the S rank. The A rank is going to be Seal, so the first water type, probably the best water type since Chinchou and Ducklet are banned. Definitely the best one. It's going to have that Lick Attack. Or Ice Shard, whichever one you prefer. If you want to go Ice Shard to be super effective towards the grass types, I totally get it. So Ice Shard and then Icy Wind, of course. And yeah, I'm just such a great Pokemon to use. And then Shroomish. Shroomish actually got buffed this season because it does have Tackle. Yes, Tackle was buffed. So Shroomish, I think, is going to see some play. Then we have Poliwag, another water type. It's going to have Mud Shot as the fast move. Getting to the moves fast, going to be able to spam them out. It does have to avoid grass types, but, you know, and there's a lot of good grass types, so you do have to keep that in mind, but it is a pretty spammy Pokemon. Then we have Growlithe. Growlithe is probably the second best fire type in this meta with Ember, so pretty strong. The Shadow Growlithe or the regular one, but, you know, really strong. Then for the B rank, we have another water type. It's a water ground type, though, so it has to be very careful against all the strong grass types in this meta, but it gets to the moves fast as well. Hoppip. Hoppip has Tackle, so Hoppip, similar to Shroomish, was buffed. We have a couple Razor Leaf users in this meta. We have Rowlet and Pumpkaboo as well. So if you're looking for double Razor Leaf, probably the Shadow Oddish and then one of these. You could go with Shadow Turtwig, I guess, as well. But yeah, I mean, really strong Pokemon. And because this is a little cup, everything's below 500 CP. Everything is kind of really frail for the most part, so they'll be taking a lot of damage. Next up, we have Lileep. So Lileep is a rock and grass type. So it's taking neutral damage from the grass attacks. It has Infestation. It's okay. It's okay. Then we have Ferroseed. So Ferroseed is actually not bad because it also has Tackle. So because it has Tackle, it got buffed again this season. I think Ferroseed could see some play. It does have to stay away from fire types because it is double weak to it being that steel typing, right? But it heavily resists grass attacks. It resists water attacks. So as long as it's not being hit with fire attacks, it's looking pretty good, I think. Then we have a couple more Razor Leaf users. We have Shadow Turtwig as well as Bidoof. Then we have Seedot. So Seedot was actually buffed this season as well because it has Quick Attack. So Quick Attack, Seedot, could be pretty good. Then we have an ice type and a grass type. As long as it stays away from fire, it might be pretty good. So yeah, I mean, Snova looking decent. We have a couple Ember users, Litwick, and I was about to say Turtwig, but it's Tepig. Tepig. I don't know why I wanted to say Turtwig, but it's Tepig. So yeah, I mean, other fire types, if you want to consider one of those over Growlithe. I think Shadow Growlithe is probably going to be the way to go, though. Then we have Sprout with Water Gun. I don't know. Let me know what you think of that. I mean, there are a lot of grass types. Yes, Skrelp takes neutral damage from grass because it's also a poison type. But at the same time, the grass types are going to be resistant Water Gun. Then we have Chespin. Chespin's a pretty good Pokemon. We've seen this occasionally. There's better grass types, I think, but, you know, we see it occasionally. Then we have Slowpoke with that Confusion. Going to be doing a lot of damage, as well as it's not Toxapex, it's the pre-evolution Marini. I believe it's called Marini. But yeah, I mean, this could be a pretty good Pokemon as well for the Element Cup remix. But yeah, that's going to be the Element Cup remix for you. So let's go ahead and move on to the solid team option. So I feel like the best approach to this meta, same as the original Element Cup, is probably going to be an ABB style team. We're going to be talking about them. The first team, we're going to have that Dewpider with double fire Vulpix and Growlithe. So Vulpix, I do like the quick attack because of the buff this season. I think it's even better than it was. So I would go with that. And then you have an Ember user. So double fire, I think he's going to be strong. I don't think there's going to be many double water teams at all, to be honest with you, because it's not... I mean, we have some good water types, but I mean, to be honest, you know, the Seal, for example, isn't even hitting you with a water attack. I mean, I guess he can get to Water Pulse, but other than that, usually it's, Lick or Ice Shot and then Icy Wind. So I think Double Fire is going to be really strong this meta. I don't think Scrub is going to be that common. So yeah, Double Fire going to be really strong. It really is. It really is. And then we have the next team. We have Seal with Dewpider and Fomantis. So I think Dewpider, pretty good safe swap. I mean, yeah, you don't want the fire types on it, but because a bug bite is resisted, but still a pretty good safe swap, I think. And of course, Seal can kind of handle the fire types as long as you're not going against like a double fire team. If you go up against a double fire team, I think this team would struggle. Then we have a double Razor Leaf team for the third team. We have Poliwag in the lead with Shadow, Oddish, or the regular Oddish and Rowlet. You could go with Pumpkaboo, you could go with Turtwig, Badoo. You can go with another Razor Leaf user. It doesn't have to be Rowlet. I just put Rowlet on this team. And if you're going with Pumpkaboo, I think the supersized Pumpkaboo is the best one if you have one below 500 CP. But yeah, I mean, Double Razor Leaf, I don't think Double Razor Leaf is going to be the greatest team, to be honest. Of course, both of those are going to be weak to fire, so you do have the water type in the lead, Poliwag, to handle it. But yeah, I don't think Double Razor Leaf is going to be the greatest, because even if you're not running into fire types, it's probably going to be a lot of double grass teams, and Razor Leaf is going to be resisted by all the other grass types, right? Like Bulbasaur is going to heavily resist and be able to get off those sludge bombs. So, but that is a Double Razor Leaf team for you if you want to consider one. The next team we do have, it's not an ABB team, but it's going to be Vulpix with Seal as a safe swap, and then Chikorita. So Seal, I think, is a great safe swap. I would probably go with Ice Shard on this one. You could go with Lick. I mean, I guess you could go with either one, because if you safe swap into Seal, they're probably going to answer with a grass type in the back. If they lead with the grass type, then you're in a great situation. But if they don't, you safe swap into Seal, they'll probably respond with a grass type. But yeah, I mean, getting those Icy Winds off, going to be fantastic. Next team, we have Seal, and then double grass, double tackle uses, the newly buffed tackle uses with Shroomish and Hoppip. So again, those are weak to fire. Seal can kind of fight that. I mean, Vulpix, Seal might struggle against like Vulpix with quick attack, but it's still not a bad Pokemon. And plus, the two in the back, they have tackle, so it's not like, the fire types like Vulpix are resisting tackle, right? They're not resisting it. They're taking neutral damage and probably a lot at it, right? And then we have another team. I actually put an interesting team here. I have double fire, but it's ABA fire style. So we have a fire type in the lead with quick attack. I do like quick attack Vulpix, as I mentioned already. And then Bulbasaur and Growlithe with Ember. So I think fire is great in this meta. I don't think we'll see many water types. You're probably not going to see one in the lead for sure. Unless if it's a seal, I don't think you're gonna see Woopa or Poliwag too often. I think they're good, I really do, but I think grass is just gonna dominate. So that's why I think the ABA fire types, because if they happen to lead with the grass type, they're gonna switch out. You don't have to switch out your Vulpix because you have a grass type in the back for it later, or a fire type in the back for that grass type later, right? So I think that could be a good team. But anyway, let me know what team you plan on running, and also let me know if you plan on either skipping this week, because I know a lot of trainers said they were skipping this week, or if you're going to be playing the Element Cup Remix or the Open Master League. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.